Dave Berry here alongside National Recruiting Director Adam Gorney. And Adam, we have breaking news this morning as the number one player in the class of 2024, five-star quarterback Dylan Raiola. He's committed to the University of Georgia. And Gorney, we thought it could possibly be Nebraska. He's got family ties there, possibly USC with Lincoln Riley. So how did Georgia pull it off?
Yeah, he had been to Athens numerous times, more than a handful of times. And really, after the Ohio State decommit in December, really took a methodical approach to recruiting, wanted to visit the schools numerous times that were on his list. And I think the professionalism of the recruitment and obviously the success that they've had there, the back-to-back national championships, the way Kirby Smart recruited him and came after him, met with Mike Bobo, the new offensive coordinator, numerous times. It really all just fit together from, a winning culture, winning national championships, SEC stage. I think NIL will definitely play a part in this, but I don't think that had much to do with his final decision that Georgia won out here. Playing for Lincoln Riley, and I wrote this this morning, is basically guaranteed success for quarterbacks. You look at the line of quarterbacks that Lincoln Riley has had. Now with Caleb Williams, probably the number one pick, if not a top 5 pick in the next NFL draft. That was definitely appealing. He trains in Southern California. He likes it here. I think that was definitely a consideration. Nebraska, his dad played there. His uncle coaches there. The idea and the appeal of bringing Nebraska back to national relevancy was definitely a big thing, but it was also a big risk. Georgia is not much of a risk. It's guaranteed that they're going to be very good during his years there. I don't see Kirby Smart leaving there for any other jobs or any NFL jobs. It just doesn't seem to be what he wants to do. And he's going to be surrounded by a lot of talented players on both sides of the ball where he can really expose his game the most in college football.
Yeah, speaking of that talent, I wanted to get your thoughts on how this will impact the rest of the Bulldogs class. You wrote last week that they could possibly go in and flip the number 2 player overall in the class, wide receiver Jeremiah Smith, who's currently committed to Ohio State. So with Raiola there, who else could possibly be in the mix for Georgia?
Yeah, I was told that Jeremiah Smith probably sticks with Ohio State unless something drastic happens. And when I was told drastic, that meant, Ryan Day being fired because Michigan loses. Michigan beats Ohio State again, or Brian Hartline getting a head coaching job, which seems far more realistic since he's one of the top assistant coaches in the country. But I also would put this in the drastic category. I think Georgia has been trying to get Jeremiah Smith to flip for a long time. I think they've been playing into this for a long time, hinting that Raiola would be committed at some point. Now he is. I think the idea of them playing together at Ohio State had popped up in Smith's head at one time. Now it could be Georgia. He would be closer to home. He would be on an even bigger stage, if you could believe that, than Ohio State. And he'd be surrounded by extreme talent there. Nye Carr is a kid that's already committed. Nitro Tuggle is another outstanding wide receiver who's already committed. I think this would, at least in the mind of Jeremiah Smith, make him think twice. But then you're talking about his teammate JoJo Trader, who looks to be probably staying closer to home. Miami probably leads right now. But if Jeremiah Smith were to flip to Georgia, I think it would be interesting for him. Ryan Wingo is another 5-star wide receiver who's already visited. Some believe Georgia already leads for him. There's no doubt in my mind Dylan Raiola is going to recruit very hard for Georgia, and a lot of players are going to be very, very interested in playing with him.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you can stay. We'll keep on this story for sure. You can get the latest info at rivals.com and our Georgia site, ugasports.com, for more. Adam, thank you.
Thanks, Dave.